Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'char Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that teach us his word, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of his earth, that shall make it up out of here in truth and sincerity. So his lesson that I want to bring out is going to be talking about it's directed towards us of the nation of Israel who are trying to live our best life in this kingdom and trying to live our happiest selves and trying to prosper, you know. And my response to that is this isn't the kingdom where we're supposed to be doing that. You know, we're in captivity right now. You know, we're the Lord Yahweh's only begotten children. And so he asks us to do two simple things: to serve him and only him, and to follow his commandments. And we weren't doing that. You know, we were going off. And so due to us going off, the Most High gave us this punishment of being in captivity unto these other nations. And when you're in captivity, when you're in slavery, you know, you're not supposed to be in your happiest state. You're not supposed to be living your best life. You're in a low state. You know, you're supposed to you're miserable. That's what we are right now. We're miserable. We're in our lowest state. So we aren't supposed to be living our quote unquote best life. You know, we now when Yahweh Shai comes back to save us up out of this place, then once we get into the kingdom, once we're transformed, then we'll be able to live our best life. You know, there'll be no more sin. We'll be rulers over the land again. You know, we're gonna live in peace. You know, we ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Period. That's gonna be our best life. So Lamentations 1:8 says, Jerusalem hath grievously sinned, therefore she is removed. All that honored her despise her. So it says we have grievously sinned, therefore she is removed, you know? And how were we sinning? We weren't serving the Most High. We were serving other false gods. You know, we weren't following school. We were taking part in homosexuality, adultery. You know, we were murdering, killing. We weren't following the Sabbath days. You name a commandment, and Israel was breaking it. You know, so the Most High, he put us away from him, you know, and how did he do it? He put us into his captivity. He put us in this low state. So it says, all that honored her despise her, because they have seen her nakedness. Yea, she sigheth and turned it backward. You know, so it's saying these all that honors her despise her because they have seen her nakedness. You know, and when you see someone naked, it's a shameful thing. You're not supposed to like if you walk in on a woman and she's naked and that's not your woman, you know, it's a shameful thing. That woman will be embarrassed. That woman will be ashamed, you know, and the nation of Israel is ashamed right now, you know, because we're in our lowest state. We're the whole world looks at the nation of Israel and they see how low we are, and and all they can do is gog because we're a cursed people, you know, and and so us being this low, you know, it's a shameful thing, you know. So here I want to get First Kings. Here, First Kings chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "But if ye shall at all turn from," actually no, I'll start at yeah. I'll start at verse 6. It says, "But if ye shall at all turn from following me, ye or your children, and will not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight, and Israel should be a proverb and a byword among all people." You know, so that's exactly what the nation of Israel did. You know, we weren't following his commandments and statutes. We were serving other gods, and the Most High says right here, if the nation of Israel does that, he's gonna cut us off from that land. We're not gonna be ruling no more. We're not gonna be in our high state. And it says, verse 8 says, and at this house which is high, everyone that passeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss, and they shall say, why hath the Lord Yahweh done thus unto this land and to this house? So, and here I'll read down some more. Verse 9 says, and they shall answer, because they forsook the Lord their power, who brought forth their fathers out of the land of Egypt, and have taken hold upon other gods, and have worshipped them, and served them. Therefore hath the Lord Yahweh brought upon them all this evil. So what's the nation of Israel doing right now? We were going off in that time, and time repeats itself, and the reincarnation of the nation of Israel today, we're doing the same thing. We're serving other gods. We're not dedicating ourselves unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it says that he's gonna let evil. He's gonna here. Let me. It says, therefore hath the Lord Yahweh brought upon them all this evil. So the Lord Yahweh has us in this low position because we weren't following his directions. If you have a child and you direct them to do something, you command them to do something, and they don't listen to you, that they're going off, they're rebelling, then you're gonna punish that child. You ain't gonna show that child mercy. you know, and us being the Most High's only begotten children, he's punishing us right now. This is the punishment that we're in at the moment. And so you got people that's like, yeah, I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to be in my happiest state. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be waiting upon the coming of Yahweh Shai so that we can have that. So here, I wanna get Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 26. It says, "It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord Yahweh." So it's you gotta hope and quietly wait. You ain't supposed to be you ain't supposed to be out here trying to live the best life that you can. You're supposed to be patiently waiting. Where you're supposed to be awaiting for Yahweh Shai for the Most High, and for Yahweh Shai to save us, and for the Most High to bring us back and into our highest point. That's what we're awaiting. That's what we're patiently waiting upon. But you got people that's trying to have that right now, and that just further shows that people aren't dedicating themselves to the Most High. People aren't dedicating themselves to the scriptures, because if they were following these scriptures, if they were following the Most High, they would know that they are supposed to be waiting. But again, you got people all the way to this day that are still serving other powers, still not serving the Most High, still not into these scriptures, into these commandments, and so they have the notion, they have that illusion that they can have their happiest life, they can prosper as best as they can in this kingdom, you know. But and again, once we're saved out of this place, once we're brought back, once Yahweh Shai saves us and we're transformed, we ain't gonna have to worry about all these evils that's on us. We're not gonna have to worry about how miserable we are anymore, because we're gonna be back into our highest point. So here it says, I'll start at verse 14. Says, "Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord Yahweh had taken away thy judgments. He had cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even the Lord Yahweh, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore." So we again, we gotta wait until our enemy is cast out. Who's our enemy? Our enemy is Esau. So we gotta wait until our enemy is cast out, until Yahweh Shai defeats Esau in this war in the last days. And once that happens, then we're not gonna have to worry about the low state that we're in anymore, because we're gonna be brought back high. We're gonna be singing and shouting for joy. Because we're gonna be back in our kingdom. We're gonna be back in our royalty. We're gonna be in our happy state again. You know. And in those last days, for the people in the know, for for us in this truth, we're gonna be happy when we see Yahushua coming back, because we're gonna know that it's time. We're gonna be out of this sorrowful state. Here, I want to get second Ezra chapter 2 verse 27. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful." So people are going to see all this war and chaos going on, and that's going to be happening in the last days, and people are going to be sad. People are going to be scared. People ain't going to know what's going on. They're going to be panicking. They're going to be, again, they're going to be miserable. But then it says, "But thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Who's going to be merry and have abundance? That's going to be us in the nation of Israel, those 1/3 and those 144,000, because we're going to know what's going on. We're going to know that our time to be saved is coming. So we gonna see Yahushua coming back in those chariots, and we ain't gonna be scared. There's gonna be a fearful sight, of course, but we're going to be cheering. We're going to be happy, because we know that the time has come. The time has come that we're about to go back into the kingdom. The time has come that we're going to be transformed. So that's when we're going to live our best life. You know. So again, we got to patiently wait upon the coming of Yahweh Shai. That's when we're going to be able to be happy and be in peace. That's when we're going to be able to prosper. But not right now. Right now, we're in captivity. We're supposed to be miserable. We're supposed to be living a horrible life, because we're in captivity. We're serving our punishment. We don't you don't get served the tension in school, and you start cheering. No, that's your punishment. You're supposed to get down, because you're serving your punishment for something bad that you did. You know. So hey, with that being said, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem V'char Kodash, and hey, Shalom.